Oh, what's up, what's up? So, the word for the collective was pleasure. I guess around this full moon time, pleasure would be good. Like doing the things that we love. Doing the things that bring us joy. See what we need to know for this full moon, April 23rd. This full moon is very potent, which it's going to affect our emotions at the deepest level. Since the King of Cups, this is the embodiment of emotional control, along with the Three of Cups. So perhaps you'll have to take control of your emotions in a group of people. And again, it's the Three of Wands. It seems like we're waiting for something to come up. You see these three things point right at that sun. It's like he's waiting for the sun to come up. Perhaps that sun is strength, because we have the Strength card in reverse. This reminds me of Baba Black Sheep. Are you the black sheep? And then we have the Ten of Swords with arrogance in reverse on number 5. So 5s are all about conflict, changes, and with this I see we're finally letting go of our ego. With this strength you think of power and authority, and then this comes along and it's not arrogant. This is the opposite of arrogant. So we are being very considerate or perhaps we should be very considerate at this time and almost like drop our ego. Then we receive the Ten of Swords in reverse. So finally, we're coming to an ending to this, even though it will be painful and perhaps you will get hurt. I see this sword going right through her wing. Even though these swords may puncture these wings and they are very delicate, this bee could still fly even with these puncture marks on the wings. This bee could still fly. So even though perhaps you're in a situation like this, when even though you're hurt or you may be wounded or feel some kind of pain, you could still fly. You could still go on, you know what I mean? And this time I see this as a catapult, and I hear Shavi in my head, and she says, "It's the catapult." And I'm thinking, what the hell is she talking about? And it's a situation where you did something, but you're gonna make it look like somebody else did it, or perhaps somebody did something and made it look like it was you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they're framing you in a sense, or somebody is being framed here. It's like, the powers that were, and this is the example that she gave. Like the people controlling the strings, they always make it look like it's coming from somebody else, so that way they don't get blamed or they don't have to take the heat for it. Somebody else goes down for something somebody else did. This could also be, I hear, bearing false witness, and you never want to say you see somebody doing something that you didn't see them do. You know what I mean? You don't want to ever do that. Perhaps somebody is doing that to you. The cat is out of the bag. I see. We have the strength and the sun in reverse. Perhaps the truth is being exposed, but it's like still hidden because we aren't in the here and the now. It's like this is what hides the truth. It's like you being or somebody being focused on the future, focus on the past, not focus on what's here and now, and that this is what's gonna cause you pain. You know what I mean? This might cause, we might be extra clumsy around this time, so make sure you pick up all the dog toys or everything off the ground. The sun in reverse too. The sun is like one of the most positive, cards in the deck, so even in reverse it's still positive. The sun still brings happiness and truth and light, and you think all of our needs are met through the sun, our light, our heat, our everything, warmth, everything we need comes from the sun. And perhaps that's what we're doing. It's like we are waiting for that sun to shine. We are waiting for the strength to build up, for perhaps these emotions to calm down. Perhaps we are enjoying what we love, our pleasures in a group setting. Three of Cups, it's also, I see like drinking like alcohol and stuff like that, and then the arrogance is right after that. So perhaps we want to be aware of how much alcohol or drugs we consume at this time. Now is not the time. Like, you want to think, should I have more than 3? Yeah, 3 should be plenty, especially around this full moon time, guys. We have a bunch of 3s. So perhaps 3 is like the magical number. The top of the deck. Departure. Perhaps we do have to leave, like, just like leave the set, the scenery, or perhaps there is something going on, or somebody is blaming somebody else, or something like that. If this is the case, no. I just want you to be aware that if this is the case where you are, where you do get yourself into a bind or into a pickle, remember that you can always get up and leave the situation that you're in. Or perhaps that's the question, or this is what's being questioned. Should I stay? Should I go? Perhaps a departure is needed, or somebody or something is leaving. But I see this 6, and I feel that if that's the case, there is this kind of balance, a 3 and 3, or as something even. And happiness does come out of that. It's like, okay, if it doesn't bring you pleasure, well, leave. You know what I mean? And not only that, it's like, this isn't pleasure like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go out drinking with my friends. This is like deep-seated emotional happiness, like from the core. You know what I mean? And when I think, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Okay, I was thinking of pleasure. Right. Now, if what you are doing does not bring you pleasure or joy, that's where you can, like, get up and go, go, go. Get up and go. I guess that's where the strength comes in. And perhaps that's why the head is blocking. It's like your mind and these drinks are what's and it doesn't have to be these drinks. It could be this cup, it could be a drink, it could be your emotions, and it could be that you have these like rose tinted glasses. You know how they say, like, yeah, the rose tinted glasses on how you're looking at the situation and you're not seeing the situation for what it really is. It's like you're putting this like fantasy, or it's like you're hiding what it really is, or how we really feel. And perhaps that's what's coming out or that's when the pleasure or the truth comes out, is when we use our logical thinking, our brain, and when we put the drink down, or when we stop looking at the situation with these rose-colored glasses. We need to look at the situation for what it really is, see who's involved, and how you can turn this pain to pleasure. Right, because, you know, that's gotta hurt. And although she could still fly, there's still, like, when she flies, that air's going through them wings. It's like you lose momentum, or you lose height, or maybe you lose of how far you can go. But you still come out at the end winning, you know what I mean? You may be back 10 more feet, but if you didn't go back that 10 more feet, you wouldn't realize that this pain even could cause pleasure, or something of that nature. I also do see being out in nature at this time. I see like a tin hat. You know how they say conspiracy theories. There's like where the tin hats are perhaps protection from something, or maybe something that has to do with conspiracies, or something of that sort. This reading is for the collective at this full moon time. And there is another full moon reading that goes over these places and planets and things we should know about this very potent April pink moon, the potent pink moon, the PPP. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with PPP? So yeah, the pink potent moon. Stay tuned for that information to be exposed. Can't wait. And yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Love y'all.